Hello loves, welcome to day 20. This is going to be love news, and this is for those of you who are taken, whether it be a relationship, a certain type of job. It's something you're committed to long term. The singles reading is just for people who want to do something new. It's not going to be just about relationships. That's why I just put love news rather than like your person or whatever, because this reading is open-minded. So like I said to the singles, the people who want brand new energy, I told them feel free to check out both readings just to see what the news is on things you're committed to and what the news is on like new things coming into your life, be it people, places, or things. So today this is going to be the advice. It's pretty much positive affirmations from the universe. And then for the actual reading, we're going to be using this help deck that I made. I made it with some Las Vegas cards I was gifted. Some of you kind of feel like you might be going on like a roller coaster right now. It's like an overall vibe that I'm getting. I'm seeing rocky shores. I'm seeing rocks. This energy feels familiar. I remember something about a rocky coast and looking down or something is what they're drawing my attention to. So you're going to be really paying attention to the things that you're committed to and whether or not it feels smooth and good or whether or not it feels rocky. Wow, energy right off the bat. So you kind of know what you want and you're just seeing like what matches. I'm going to be asking 8 questions today. So this is the stone that the deck chose. I've already kind of read your energy off of it. So I heard I'm in it to win it. So if it doesn't make you feel like you're victorious, you're like, it's gotta go. So cool. You guys have been paying attention to your wants and needs. I love that. So first, for those of you who are committed to something, what is your current situation to what you're committed to? Oh, you guys are definitely complex. See, one came out. Only one came out for all my singles. Like it was very straight and to the point. But that's why I'm doing this reading. I wanted to get into the nitty gritty of it all after yesterday. I was like, okay, let's figure out where they're at. Let's see what they need help on. So help deck, here we are. Have no fear, Magigoddess is here. And what you're learning from what you're committed to. There we go. What are the benefits you're receiving from what you're committed to at this time? Oh, that flew out. Tower moment. I'm going to put that one sideways because it's intense energy. Like it flew. It wanted to fly away like a tornado. What is being resolved from what you're committed to? There we go. Actually, we're going to do this right here. Yeah. It's interesting. I knew the exact layout and everything, and I did the other reading first, and I'm doing yours. I'm kind of back and forth, so that's interesting. Yeah. Some of you are in confusion, and you're just trying to get everything together and really take stock, take a look at everything that you have. So what is supporting you right now in your commitments? How are your commitments supporting you? That one wanted to come up upside down. I'm hearing that song, upside down, bouncing off the ceiling inside out. Don't know what I should do, but I just can't sit next to you or something. I can't remember the lyrics. They seem so far away, but it goes upside down, bouncing off the ceiling. inside out. What I should do, I can't. I don't know. Something about being next to you. So interesting. It's about you don't know what to do in a situation. Basically, you're like excited about it, but you're not really sure because you're nervous. Something along those lines, what I'm picking up from that song. I'm sorry I don't remember the song, but yeah, you guys actually got a channeled song. My singles didn't get that, so that's interesting. So that song could be relevant. How is your commitments affecting your thoughts right now, loves? That one wants to go upside down. Once again, I'm hearing that song, upside down, bouncing off the ceiling, inside out. I think it's stranger to this feeling, got no clue what I should do, I can't. I still can't get to that one part. Anyway, I'm gonna give up on that song, but it keeps playing and it drives me insane when I don't know the lyrics. I only know that song because my mom used to like it. I've completely forgot it existed, so it's an old song. How are your commitments currently affecting your emotions? Oh my gosh. I'm hearing, wow, that flipped like crazy. You know what song I'm hearing right now? Thank you, I forgot it for a second. Just take those old records off the shelf. I'll sit here listening to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Call me a red, call me what you will. Say I'm old fashioned, say I'm over the hill. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. I could just sing that song forever. I love that song. So yeah, lots of songs coming in for you. I think I might have missed a question for my singles. I might have been too excited, but that's okay. It's our little secret. Unless the singles show up here, in which case they needed the help more than you. So just chill. It's cool. Sorry to say that, but it's true. Opportunities coming to you after this reading because of these commitments. I heard these commitments. You got responsibilities, loves. Boom. And overall energies. Damn, I can't make up my mind on that either. I just decided to take what was the bottom of the deck. I was picking a new energy. Confirmation that you're sticking to certain things. You're sticking to your guns. I heard welcome to the gun show. Oh my god. Can we not? Someone's full of themselves. Now I'm hearing that song, calling Mr. Vane, Mr. Vane, Mr. Vane. It's a song about this guy is vain, so of course he chooses what he wants. I know what I want and I want it now. Anyway, class. I heard choose to be classy, not trashy. We have the Four of Spades. I'm gonna go ahead and take this top deck one. The King of Diamonds participating. Okay. Some of y'all need to be taking out the trash. I'm just gonna be straight up. You know? Some of you want to stick to something that isn't working out and you are choosing to trash yourself over, you know, being the classier version of yourself. I'm hearing don't hate the player, hate the game. If you're playing the game wrong, you just hating on yourself, just a heads up. So, that's a hell of an energy. Some of y'all got an attitude. Some of you are bitter. And some of you are surrounded by bitter people. So, time to take out the trash. If their attitude is trash, they're trash. And if they're mad, some go back to the trailer park. It's cool. I've lived in a trailer park, and you know, most people who live there, there's a reason why, like, trailer parks are known for a certain standard in the South where I live. Well, used to live. I live somewhere else now, but it's definitely not glamorous, and you're lucky to have the AC working or to have a trailer that's fully functional. Neighbors usually got a whole lot of kids with a whole lot of nothing to do, and nobody cares. And it's just not fun. It's just not. So I'm glad that, you know, that was temporary. So some of y'all are in some situations you don't like. So current situation, we have the 9 of Diamonds, expect. Some of y'all have some expectations, but you're not matching them yourself. So don't expect much because, you know, you're not giving yourself much is what I'm hearing. We have the 6 of Diamonds. 6-9. I heard 3-6-9. Why'd I hear 3-6-9 days a week? There are not... Is there 369 days in a year? No, it's 365. So some of y'all are working 369 days a year, and there's only 365. You guys cannot be messing with me with math and channeling, okay? You know I'm bad at it. Abstract. Yeah. I heard you need to look at things differently because you're distracting yourself from your goals by choosing things that may not be for you. Oh boy. We have the Jack of Diamonds psychotherapy. This is being recommended to you. You need some brain therapy. I heard a brain massage, a scalp massage. Oh, I'm so good at those scalp massages. I used to give those to my friends, and they'd be like, oh, it feels so nice. You can technically do it to yourself. What you do is you use your fingers, and you just kind of do this number to your scalp, just kind of squeeze in on it and massage it, like, tightly enough, but not too tightly. I would show you on myself, but I really just don't feel like it. So look up scalp massages. Y'all need some TLC. Impersonal, the Queen of Diamonds. All nothing but diamonds in this first row. So yeah, you need to look at things from an outside perspective because you're taking things too personal and you're letting it affect you too much to where some of you are just feeling confused about what direction you want to go in or feeling stuck. So if you're currently committed to a lot of things and they're stressing you out and not making you feel good, this is your sign to say, bye-bye. 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 I don't need it. I don't want it. Bye-bye. Straight up. What you're learning? We have quiz. 7 of Spades. I heard quizzical. Take some quizzes, actually. Like, take a personality quiz. Oh, hell, what's it called? The Myers-Briggs, I think. You can take it for free. You find out whether you're an INTP or an INTF, whatever it is. INFP, I heard. So some of you could be that. Feel free to look it up. I heard INFJ. I don't remember what I was. I've changed throughout the years, back and forth. But just know I'm someone who works really well by myself and works really well with others. I'm very imaginative, but very practical. I'm cool with the leadership position, or just, you know, lean back, you don't know me like that. Lean back, you don't know me like that. Actually, the real song lyrics are, get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Ludacris. Get back, you don't know me like that. Hey, I ain't clowning around, take one false move, I'ma take you down. Like, whoa. Some of y'all are mad. That is a hilarious music video, by the way. Loved his concert also. I think it's funny. He's in, what is it, like State Farm, Allstate, something like that. Commercials. I hadn't seen him in a hot minute, but yeah. Yeah, some of y'all need to take some quizzes to get to know yourselves. Some mental quizzes. And then ask yourself, you know, would be a good job for you with this personality type. That is a real thing. What kind of friendships are best for you based on like the personality quiz. So some of y'all need to be asking some really valid questions. And it's a really, I would say, simple quiz. It's like, what, 30 questions or something. It takes long enough to get to the root of like your personality, whatever. And yeah, they'll ask you if you want to like pay for like a more in-depth thing. I never did that, but it does tell you about yourself. So as long as you can like figure out your personality type, and you can just really go from there and do research. So I'm gonna help you out. So yeah. The benefits. We have professional issues. Well, I mentioned something about seeing what kind of job would be good for your personality type. So some of y'all think you know yourselves and your personality, but you go left when you should go right, and you go right when you're feeling upside down. Like, I heard out of body experience. So some of you might disassociate. Some of you, a lot of you are like cloudy headed. I'm feeling kind of cloudy headed. I was very clear, secure, excited, feeling good, but like in this energy, I'm just kind of like, well, my first thought was help. And there's like a brain fog there. It's like I see myself trying to go through the fog, go through the mist, and there's more. You know how you're driving through such thick fog, you can't even see the lines in front of you? I tried to drive through that once, and I told my work I wouldn't come to work because I didn't want to die. Because all the hills and turns and whatnot, I was terrified when I was like trying to turn around, trying to back up in that fog. In fact, I asked for help from someone because I was that like insane, because I did not feel secure. I did not feel good. So a lot of you are feeling that way when it comes to, I heard, really could be mostly like your relationships with people. Maybe you don't work too well with people. I heard some of you could be like autistic or something and don't know it, or could be on some kind of spectrum. You could have PTSD and not know it. I knew I had trauma, but it wasn't until like they diagnosed me with like PTSD, severe depression, severe anxiety, like well over 5 years ago, that I was like, okay, I felt like crap. I now understand why I feel like crap. And then they threw ADHD in there just as a bonus card. So it's like, okay, so I'm naturally distracted, naturally sad, naturally anxious, and naturally stuck on a tiny hamster wheel of issues. Well, if I'm always getting distracted, how am I going to get to the root of the problem? I have figured out how to help myself, so I have full faith you can too. But yeah, some of you aren't asking the right kind of questions how to get to the root of your issues with some of your commitments. Like, you'll be triggered and you don't know why. There's a deeper rooted issue there. Whether it be yelling, whether it be a certain smell can set you off. It does for me. If I smell cinnamon, when I worked at like a grocery store, we sold those freaking cinnamon brooms. I don't like cinnamon. And I'd have to work in a whole room where it just smelled like cinnamon ass. Because it didn't smell good back there, and you had all the cinnamon. So I was like, cinnamon's already strong. Like, I have a sensitive nose, so cinnamon's already too strong for me. It's blah, 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 blah. Can't take it. And plus the bad smells, and like where I was working, like in the back room, I was just like, This is so triggering. I cannot escape the smell because I'd have to be back there for like hours because there were certain rules on how you do things. Doesn't matter if like you're closed, there's still certain protocols you have to follow as though you were open. It's so stupid. So glad I quit that job. Forget you guys. Forget you corporate special freaks is what I'll say. Most people in corporate are freaks, just an FYI. They're just different freaks for different reasons. But yeah, I'm holding your card hostage in my hand while I'm taking this moment to tell you that just like corporations take people hostage by their brain. So maybe you feel like that. Otherwise, I don't think I would mention that. And it really sucked because there was this one woman who like we would put like in the entrance the cinnamon, and we had like 2 entrances and they would switch it up. So she actually had a really severe allergy to cinnamon. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I met people who have been allergic to chocolate. I'm really allergic to fish. Like if I smell it, I literally like want to vomit. If I so much as eat any fish, oh God, it's like the worst sickness ever. You're sick out of like every end. You're itchy all over, and you're trying to like not have a swollen throat and stuff. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. And she didn't know that the cinnamon was in the other entrance. And as soon as she smelt it, she ran. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm allergic. I don't have my EpiPen. I'm so glad I'm okay. They need to put a sign or something." And I was like, best you can do is leave some feedback. Whether or not they pay attention, I couldn't tell you. I mean, they pay attention for the most part, but for something like that, they're not really going to care too much, which is terrible. Like I said, corporations be awful, you guys. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Number 4, what you're resolving. The Ace of Clovers. How to apply certain things to situations and how to apply yourself to certain situations the best way possible. You guys are like a bag of mixed nuts. You don't know if you've got some peels on you. You know how like some peanuts and stuff, mixed nuts are like half peeled, half not, like the peel's falling off. Some of them are de-peeled, some of them got the peel on there. You got all kinds in there. Sometimes you'll get like a half a nut and like the can's never as full as you want it to be. Like that's where you're at. Yes, I just compared you to a bad can of mixed nuts. I don't like mixed nuts, but they are really popular. A lot of people do. I would say you're the unsalted kind, so people feel like they have to be really choosy with you and they don't know what they're going to get. You could feel like a mixed nut all up in your head. So, what am I saying right now? I'm sorry that it's coming out like this, but this is how they're explaining it to me. So, if you can figure that all out and it resonates, I'm so happy. I'm over here like, you guys are comparing them to a bad can of nuts. What is wrong with you? And they're like, it's an easy analogy, just say it. I'm saying it, okay? I'm not spraying it though. So yeah, you guys are sassy. Kind of support you're getting. The 3 of Diamonds, effort. I feel like you're trying to put in effort and maybe people aren't, and it's helping you see who's putting in effort, who's not. I'm being reminded of this TikTok I came across. This guy's like, is it just me, or is it like crazy how you can be a super hard worker? Everybody notices what you do. When you take a day off, it's like the end of the world. You've ruined everything. But, you know, you have a lazy coworker, they could care less because they're there. Yeah, because they're putting all the work on you. Tell me you're a hard worker without telling me you're a hard worker. I once had a woman say, you were on vacation and the whole department was ruined because of you. And I was like, Dude, you got like 12 people. If I make the difference out of 12 people, you better start paying me 12 people's salaries. And I didn't say that because she was just a not so nice person. She made me cry like every day. She was a jerk. Anyway, so glad that's over. She retired. She needed to. You could tell she was over it. When people get to retirement, they get to a certain state of either you just need to figure it out because I'm done. Like, I've been done for probably the last 2-3 years I've been here. So, yeah. There's a reason why people decide to be lazy, because they don't feel like having all that pressure and all those burdens put on them. I'm the type of person where I like a challenge, and you can challenge me, but I'm going to give you my all, and if you're not satisfied, replace me. I'm replaceable. I'm fine with that. Okay? I don't care if I'm just a number to you. I gave you my all. If that's not good enough, find someone who's willing to do more. Go find a robot. You know, they invented those now. It's all good. So I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore. I literally pick and choose what I do when I do it, and I could not be happier. I'm a yippee skippy over here. I'm a happy little camper. So I hope you get there one day. And I know you will. You just got to figure all these shenanigans out. We ain't even done yet, okay? I just feel like I'm being dragged and this is dragging out. Like, maybe you feel like your days take forever because you don't like what you're doing. When you're having fun and you're enjoying what you're doing, or you stay busy, you're like, wow, it's already time to rest. Wow, I just realized I just worked like 6 straight hours, no break. Better go take a break. I've done that. I've been that person. You just want to get it over with, or it feels like it's taking forever because you don't have enough to do. I always got something to do. I can find things to do. I can be like, okay, I'm gonna dust now. I'm gonna clean now. Because people like clean stuff. And if someone's like, that's pointless. Remember COVID? You know, that was a thing. They cared about cleanliness then. They should have cared about it before. They should definitely care about it now. But what do I know? I'm just a peon. That's why I quit, you guys. I quit that job. Over 10 years of service, I quit. And it was not worth the over 10 years. I never once truly felt appreciated, except for by like maybe a handful of people at best. And we all had so much fun. So much fun. Cracking jokes. Like, we got the job done, but like, it was a vibe. And then there'd be all these other people who were just miserable, and I'm like, I can't help that you're a vibe. So some of y'all need to find a good vibe. Okay, a good rhythm is what I'm getting. How your way of thinking is going. We have the 3 of Hearts raising. I heard you're raising yourself. You're re-raising yourself. You're reteaching yourself right now. Like, you're reparenting yourself. Like, some of you are realizing the mistakes and the flaws in the system of life, and you're saying, well, you know, crazy stuff is going to happen. Why don't I just choose what crazy stuff is going to happen? You know, I'm the captain of my own ship. There's going to be some crazy waters, but I can choose which waters that I want to steer my boat in. Okay. I don't know why that analogy is there. Shout out to my people with a boat. I personally am not a huge fan of boats because you're literally stuck in the middle of nowhere and you got to swim back and you don't always know what's in the water. If people have kids who play in the water, you never know if they're going to like poop their diaper or pee in it and they go in the water. Yeah, I'd be talking about you parents doing that. It's like, ew. That's why there's a kiddie pool. And if you get in the water with your kid with their dirty diaper, oh, you guys must get some serious infections. Okay, I'm done. That's gross. I don't normally come up with, what are we on over here? You guys are just bitter. Super bitter energy here. God. Ugh. Go find some happy. Do something happy today. Like, Dang. Your emotions, the Two of Diamonds techniques. Trying to figure out what works best for you, but I feel like you're on the struggle bus. You wanted to get on the bus that goes to your actual destination, but you missed it by a few stops, and so now you gotta wait longer. But as long as you're trying, like, you'll get there. That's why I'm like, take some personality quizzes, or take some stupid quizzes just for fun. Like, I once took this quiz on how will you die. You want to know what it gave me? You're going to slip on soap in the bathtub, in the bathroom taking a shower. I got that in like 7th grade. I try not to use soap, and if I do, like, I make sure I pick it up immediately. That stuck with me for life. I literally took a quiz on, like, how are you going to pass away? Oh, you slip on some soap. Like, you're going to be singing in the shower. It was very descriptive, too. And it was one of those, anyone's ever went on Quizilla with all those stupid quizzes, like, back in, like, the 2000s? I haven't been on Quizilla in a long time, but back when, like, Quizilla was good. I checked it out, like, maybe 6 years ago, and I was like, oh, they really ruined Quizilla, you guys. But, they had the stupidest, most funny quizzes, and everybody was doing them in school, and I looked up, like, how are you gonna pass away? I'm gonna be singing in the shower and slip on some soap. Okay, I use bubble soap. If I'm traveling somewhere, I use bar soap, of course, because it's harder to run out of bar soap. Whereas, like, for each limb, I squeegee a pump of like bubbly soap in there, because I'm worth it. Each limb deserves a whole pump of some soap. Okay, I want to be clean. One for each foot too. One for each part of the. Why am I telling you this? Anyway, I don't sing in the shower anymore, and I try not to use soap because that stuck with me. So there's some stupid knowledge about me. But hey, it stuck with me. So some of you need some serious quizzes and some stupid quizzes to kind of stick with you, just so you can have a little bit of fun with it. And last but certainly not least, the last question, opportunities. A, perspective. The Ace of Diamonds. What were we just talking about? You need a new perspective. You need an outside perspective. Boom. We went full freaking circle. Look, if you take some quizzes and get to know yourself more, you're going to find out more, and you can do research based on the answers you get. Like, I've given you a cheat sheet. I've given you some homework. It will help. I promise. Because I've done it, and it helped me. So I don't see why it wouldn't help you, unless you purposely are just like, I refuse for this to be helpful, so I can say they're wrong. Well, if that is your prerogative and you want to be on the little hamster wheel and you forget there's a large opening on the side, that's your prerogative. Wow, the stone fell. That never happens. I heard the sword has fallen. Some of you, I'm seeing the Sword of Truth. I'm seeing the Ace of Swords. So some of you knew the truth, and some of you are just like dropping truth bombs on people. Some of you, a truth is going to be seriously dropped on you if you follow my advice. So let's get some advice and some positive affirmations from the universe. Let's tap into those who are taken, those who are committed to certain people, places, things, etc. long term. Let's get some advice, some good stuff. Oh, it came out. Okay, bottom of the deck too. I have a feeling you're not really going to like what this has to say. I'm going to be real with you. So I'm going to take a moment and drink some water. Cheers to you guys having some fun today. I know I am. Because I can. Alright. Beauty is all around you. It's true. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You admire in sunsets. You admire in the sunrise. Don't stare directly into the sun. A lot of people turn stupid that way, fry their brain cells and their eyes. Feel free to look at some stars. You know, I used to always tell people, like, I'd start dating or whatever somewhat recently, remember to wish upon a star tonight and one day it'll come true. Because I've learned, like, I make wishes every day, and you know, sometimes they come true and sometimes they take longer to come true, and some of them don't come true because I realize I don't want that anymore. By the time it came true, I wouldn't want it. So I was glad it didn't come true. Because you know how you be asking for stupid wishes? Like, I really wish I could get, like, a whole lot of Taco Bell tomorrow. And then you find out, like, the rating on that Taco Bell is terrible. And you're like, I no longer want Taco Bell. Like, one of those scenarios. Not that that's a great example of long term. Let's say you want to be with, like, a bestie forever, and then 2 years later you're no longer besties because it turns out they were sabotaging you the whole time, so you're grateful you're not besties anymore. Same thing goes with, like, a wish for a relationship. I never try to make wishes or listen to subliminals that have to do with free will, because you never know if someone's going to go left, right, front, center, backwards, up, around, down, sideways. So only make wishes that are, you know, logical or good for you. You know, like, I want to be smarter. I wish I were smarter. Boom, I read a book. I am officially smarter. Boom, you came to this reading. You're officially smarter. Boom, you took a quiz and you know more about yourself. You're officially smarter. Instant wish granted. Hello. Like, perspective. You can make your own wishes come true. Boom, right there. This next one, I feel like this is the one you're really not gonna like. The universe is speaking. Listen with all your heart. I just heard I'm done. The universe is trying to show you what's beautiful and what's not. You know, like a bunch of flowers, how some of them will die and some of them don't, and you want to obviously get rid of the dead flowers and leave the pretty ones, and you got to change the water. The flowers are still beautiful, there's just a few dead ones, and you obviously have to change the water or it starts smelling like booty. Like moldy. Ew. So the universe is just showing you where the dead flowers are, that you need to change the water every day. And remember to bloom in your beautiful garden of life, because you're this beautiful flower, forever blooming. Flowers always die and come back to life, and they're always just as gorgeous, and they get more gorgeous all the time. And sometimes you mix them with other flowers and they become this really beautiful hybrid. So depending on where you put yourself, where you plant yourself, how much you water yourself, how you nurture yourself, okay? Even flowers like being talked to. Flowers like hearing Mozart and stuff like that. Mozart and like stuff like that is really great for the brain. So when you're doing tasks, feel free to try that. You can even try like the dance version if you don't like the original, but classical music does something to like certain brain waves, etc. My favorite is Chopin. I actually have a CD burnt copy from my sister. Shout out to you, Juju, of the romantic side of Chopin. I don't really like romantic movies. I don't really like romantic songs, but I love me some classical romance music. It is a vibe. It goes deep and intense, and then light, and then the fury, and just you feel a story in the sounds. Like, it's amazing. I'm over here moving and grooving while I'm thinking about it, like, so I'm hitting the little desk thing. But yeah, beauty is all around you. The universe is trying to show you what's beautiful, what's not, what needs tended to, what needs nurturing, and what needs to go completely, like straight up. I'll be surprised if y'all stay for this whole thing, because some of y'all just feel so done with life. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Now let's get you a quote. Some of y'all are here from my last reading, because when I was trying to get you a quote, they literally said the same thing they said last time. And it was sassy, kind of like your energy. We have carpe diem. I believe that means like you only live once. Correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong, but I think it means you only live once. I think that's like Latin or something. I'm not good at Latin. Yes, I did a mini deck of Latin phrases, but Latin, I believe it's like considered a dead language. It's hard to pronounce and learn, so don't come for me. I didn't send for you. Please correct me if I was wrong. I legitimately told you I don't 100% know. I'm just going off of what I think I remember. So my first thought when I saw this was calm down. But yeah, carpe diem, I think that means live life to the fullest, or you only live once. So you only have this one life. Choose what you want to do and have fun. You know, make the most of it, because you're here for a good time, not a long time, honey. Straight up. Some good old-fashioned advice for you. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I remember saying that a lot. So, to those of you who are committed, time to drop some commitments. It's overwhelming you. It's confusing you. It's just no longer your vibe. You'll recognize what's good for you, what's not. For those of you who are truly confused, I've given you some good, solid advice and answers. Take it or leave it. You know, that's a you thing. Many blessings, loves. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for all of your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations. You never go unnoticed. I always show up here 110% because I appreciate you, and I'm glad you appreciate me. That's the way it's supposed to be. So thank you so much. Many blessings to all. I really do appreciate you. I love you, loves. Love, Magigoddess. Oopsie, sorry, Candle. I'm over here like constantly running into stuff during your reading, so I'm telling you, I feel like funky during your reading. I feel so loopy during your reading. I feel so misplaced. This is the complete opposite of what I was feeling before. So some of you need to actually go to the doctor and see if you're not sick or something, because some of you, I'm kind of worried about your health. Let me actually pendulum this. I know we're not supposed to ask about health. I'm going to ask, should they go see the doctor? So if you haven't seen me do this before, real quick, I'm going to do this before I close out this reading. This is my pendulum connected to my angels. So I call upon all my angels and I ask you, pretty please answer this question for me. So, does someone here need to go to the doctor for like health issues or something? Please answer. Okay, that's a yes. When it goes in a circle, that's a yes. When it goes side to side, that's a maybe. And when it goes back and forth, that's a no. So, does someone need to go see a doctor here? Like a health doctor, right? Okay. Thank you. That's all I want to know. And if you think I'm moving it here, I'll be completely still as best I can. Should someone go see a doctor, yes or no, or maybe? It still keeps saying yes. Show me yes. Show me yes. Please and thank you. Baby yes. Wow. Usually I have no issues, so I guess the divine's just struggling to connect with you because you're not connected to your body. So some of you, if you feel like dizzy or loopy and you don't know why and you feel like disconnected to your body, please go see a health professional, because I don't feel right and I want you to get better and feel better. Some of you are just seriously off your game. Like, I'm wanting to sweat so bad right now. I'm like literally taking off my jewelry so I can take off my jacket, because I went from feeling comfy to like, it is so hot right now. I feel like I'm burning up. And like I said, I feel lightheaded. I don't feel quite right. And the fact that I was able to channel as much as I did, as well as I did, I'm shocked, because I feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. I feel like I'm here, but I'm not. So some of you are sick and you don't know it. Like my throat's feeling sore too, all of a sudden. So some of you, I heard some of you could be pregnant and don't know it. That's why I don't have sex until marriage, because you can't get pregnant if you don't have adult sexy time, as I call it. So, whew. Some of you are having some health issues. I even feel kind of out of breath right now. So I'm going to cut that off. Thank you. All right. Many blessings, loves. If you feel like you need professional help or go see a doctor, please do so. Thank you for all you do, and take care of yourself. I love you, so make sure you take care of you and you love yourself too, okay? I only say this because I'm legitimately worried and I legitimately care, okay? That really is it. I love you, loves. Love, Magigoddess.